Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Sunday Riley Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream, as I have been testing this on half of my face for the last 3 to 4 months. I did receive this in a BoxyCharm subscription. It was either regular BoxyCharm or like BoxyLuxe. And I have been testing this against the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. The Sunday Riley cream has been in this half of my face, and this cream has been on the other half. I have already posted the video for the review of this, so if you're interested in this, please watch that video. But for this one, I'm going to focus on the difference that this made to my skin, my experience with it, over using it for a long-term test. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about this product, a little bit maybe about Sunday Riley, but I've already done a review of Sunday Riley products before. I reviewed, I believe it was the Good Genes product for a long-term test, so I will link that down below. In that video, I talked a little bit more about the company Sunday Riley, so I'm going to talk more about the product here. I'm going to show you me applying it so I can show you some of the things that I noticed, and then I will tell you about what I saw this cream doing, what kind of impact it made, because it was noticeably different from the other side of my face. So let's start talking about this cream. And in the time I was testing this, what I will mention about the company, and I feel like I sort of mentioned this a little bit in the last video, is I found Sunday Riley as a company to be a little odd. Like at the time, they didn't even have a website. Now they do, but also I remember sort of looking at Sunday Riley. Sunday Riley, in case you didn't know, is the actual name of the founder of this brand. And it was a little bit questionable what her background actually was in terms of having the education and background to be formulating products. So in the time that I was testing this, just in case you guys didn't know, it kind of came out that Sunday Riley and the company was getting their employees, and I think maybe paying their employees, I didn't look too close into it, to go onto websites like Sephora and flood it with like 5-star reviews for all of their products to really amp up what it looked like people were experiencing with their brand. And it's just really kind of bad business practices what they were doing. And it also came out that Sunday Riley herself was kind of misrepresenting what her background and experience was in terms of the education to formulate products. So all of that kind of happened, which makes me feel a little questionable about Sunday Riley as a brand. However, I tried as best as possible not to let that impact the feeling that I was having or what I noticed when I was testing this product. And that's also part of what I like about doing a long-term half-face test, is if I was using this all over my face for a short period of time, I really wouldn't see the difference it was making. You need to give your skin time to like turn over, to have the product really settle in and do its work, and that takes at a minimum 6 weeks. But the other thing is that if I was using this all over my face, it's really hard to remember, like from day to day as time goes along, what your face looked like before, even if you do photos and stuff, because skin changes so much, like reacting to different new products you're trying, to the weather, to stress in your life, to hormones. But if you're using it on half your face, you can really compare as to what is happening with the other half of your face, so that you can really see in the moment what the difference is. So I do feel like doing it that way helped me distance myself a little bit from what I felt about the brand and instead focus on the actual difference the product was making. So now let's talk about this product. They do, as I mentioned, call it the Brightening Enzyme Water Cream, and this is very much a gel product. I have used all of the product that is in here, and the amount that you do get is 1.7 ounces. If you were to be buying this here in Canada, you would likely be buying this at Sephora, where it will be costing you $86 Canadian for that 1.7 ounces of product. They do just have the one size of this, although as always in Sephora, you can go in and ask for a sample, but for a sample, you're probably only going to get a couple of days worth of use. In terms of who this is made for, they say it's for normal combination dry and sensitive skin. I actually find it kind of interesting that they don't talk about oily skin in there, because I actually feel like this would be a fairly good moisturizer for oily skin. But they describe the skin types, as I said, as normal, combo, dry, and sensitive. So they describe it as an advanced brightening and refining treatment infused into a next generation water cream. They say it provides a solution for dark spots, dryness, and fine lines and wrinkles. Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream delivers an intense water drench with 2 forms of hyaluronic acid and tamarind extract, so your skin looks youthfully hydrated and plumped. Papaya enzymes smooth and exfoliate, while alpha-arbutin visibly brightens the appearance of hyperpigmentation and dark spots. Tidal increases hydration by up to 68% in as little as 15 minutes for up to 24 hours of continuous moisture. It's formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. And alpha-arbutin, which is one of the ingredients they mention, they say is more powerful than the more commonly used beta-arbutin, also called bearberry. And Sunday Riley has a quote here on Sephora's page that says, "I was inspired by the skin plumping power of water creams, but I wanted to make something special. I formulated Tidal to be a brightening treatment infused into a water cream for a cutting-edge answer to both alternative signs of aging, including hyperpigmentation. The quest for the ultimate all skin types moisturizer was born. Papaya enzymes smooth the skin and gently exfoliate for immediate improvement in texture. Also, this product is cruelty-free." Interestingly, in the suggested usage, they say to apply to clean skin twice a day to visibly brighten hyperpigmentation over time. So yes, I did use this as my morning and nighttime moisturizer on this side of my face. But they also say you can pat the formula on top of makeup to seal in hydration and radiance or apply directly to the skin. When they talk about the main ingredients in here that do the work, they talk about the hyaluronic acid, which is a powerful humectant which pulls water into the skin for increased hydration. And both of the creams I was trying did have hyaluronic acid in it. They talk again about the alpha-arbutin, which is a relative of hydroquinone, which brightens the appearance of dark spots and discoloration. The tamarind seed extract promotes hydration by holding onto water molecules and is a great partner to hyaluronic acid. And papain, which is papaya enzymes, exfoliate the top layers of skin for increased softness and a refined, smoother texture. There's also horse chestnut seed extract, which helps tone the skin. So now that I have told you all about this product, let me show you me applying it. Hello friends, it is the morning. I have just finished showering. I have put on my ordinary glycolic acid. I've let that sit for a little bit and it's time to moisturize. I have already applied my It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream on this side of my face. So this side of my face has been moisturized already, but now it is time to put on my Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream, Sunday Riley Cream on this side of my face. So I actually went through, I think I've mentioned already, the entire, I'm filming this part before I film the rest of the video, so sometimes it's hard not to be repetitive. I've completely finished this. So what I did to make sure that I was using this product right up until the moment that I filmed this review is I went and got a little sample of it from Sephora so that I wouldn't start using another moisturizer and then like totally ruin showing you what this does to my face. So let me zoom you in. Before I do, I'm going to give you the same disclaimer that I gave in the Confidence in a Cream video. I've been using this for 3 to 4 months on this side of my face and like super observing what it has been doing to my skin, you know, making notes, keeping track of everything and really comparing it to the other side. And then about 2 weeks ago, I used a product on my skin that super broke me out. I was actually planning on filming this video last week, but I wanted to give my skin some time to sort of settle a little bit. That's also why I end up having to get some additional cream, but I do still have a few more breakouts on this side of my face than I have in the entire like 3 to 4 last months combined. So part of what I'm going to tell you, I'm hoping you'll just take my word for it because there's a little bit more going on my skin than there has been over the time that I've been using this. So now let's zoom in. My camera has a tendency to blur my skin a little bit, so I'm going to zoom in so that you can see this side of my face. And let's put on some of this cream. It is very much a water gel. I'm just gonna put that down and show you, have it focus in there, that it is such a thin gel texture. And just sort of glides over the face feeling very much like a water or a very thin gel. I'm just gonna use a little bit more. So one of the most noticeable things about this is its very light gel texture, but also how incredibly dewy and bright it makes the skin. And it's brightening in a way where it's like there is moisture sitting on top of your skin. And although you do want to wait for a while for this to like settle in before you do any makeup on top of it, that brightness and dewiness really does stay. So if you really want to add sort of a layer of brightness, this will do it for you, or I should say maybe not brightness, a layer of dewiness and moisture. It does that. So I really find with this, it feels like it's more working on the surface of my skin than the other side. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because it feels very much like it is retexturizing sort of the surface of my skin, making me look brighter, making me look dewier, and it feels like it is not clogging in any way. It feels very light. So I have noticed, you know, I have like some forehead wrinkles and they do look a little better. For me, this side doesn't feel like it is plumping my face from within the same way that the It Cosmetics does. It feels like it's really targeting like the surface layer of my skin in a very light, non-clogging way. It feels like it really sort of clarifies and makes my skin a little bit brighter and does make it feel moisturized, but not in the plumping way, in the really like moisturizing the surface of my skin in a very light kind of way. So over the last 3 to 4 months, if I have ever had breakouts, other than 2 weeks ago when like my skin just went nuts, the breakouts were always happening on this side of my face. So it feels very much to me like this is a lighter product that is really ensuring that you're not getting your pores clogged, that it's not irritating any acne in any way. So if you are somebody who has more of an issue with oily skin or with acne and you really don't want a moisturizer that's going to exacerbate that, this would be good. Like this feels like it's giving you the moisture you want without the heaviness that some moisturizers have. And there we go, but you can see it still stays very shiny and dewy on top of my skin. So I feel in that application, I started to tell you some of what I noticed and liked about this cream, and I will tell you also some of the pros and cons and who I think this might be good for. So for me, the biggest con of this, I have to say, is that it's expensive and it feels like it doesn't go as far as the other moisturizer that I was trying. So as I mentioned, here in Canada, this is going to cost you $86, which is expensive for a moisturizer. And you do get the 1.7 ounces. And it felt to me when I first started trying these, I was like, okay, 1.7 ounces compared to 2 ounces, that's a really small difference. You know, not really enough to be noticeable, but it was actually a very noticeable difference. So this, I found you need a little bit more of it to have it go, like to be able to moisturize your entire face. So I did get through this entire container, and at the same time, while I started them on the exact same day using the 2 moisturizers, the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream still has probably about almost a month's worth of cream left in there to use. I found that it went further and there was a little bit more of the product there. And also this cost more for less product. So if you are going to decide that this is what you want to use, it comes with a hefty price tag. And one of the things that I find sort of ironic about that is I feel like this is probably a moisturizer that is better for people who tend to be younger or have skin that has problems that you tend to have or issues that you tend to have when you're younger, which is also sort of the people who probably have less money to be spending on skincare. So let me dive into that a little bit further. Whereas I found that the Confidence in a Cream was really a heavy-duty moisturizer and I think is really good for people who are looking for anti-aging and maybe have slightly older, drier skin. I did really like what this did to this half of my face. I really did feel it was moisturized. I felt like it really did make my like skin look better. It didn't have the same like deep plumping benefits that I really felt like the other cream had, but it felt like it was very light, it was non-clogging, it never felt greasy or oily in any way, and as I said, I never saw myself having any until the last couple of weeks where something just broke me out. I never noticed breakouts on this side of my face, so I really feel like this is a good product. It moisturizes well and it does it in a very light kind of way that I actually think would be really good for people who are more combo or oily skin or younger skin where acne breakouts tend to be more of an issue. So even if you are somebody with oilier skin or tend to have more breakouts, you still really need to moisturize. It's going to be very important to do that, but I know sometimes it can be hard to find a moisturizer that doesn't feel like it's heavy and clogging and making you feel oilier. And to me, this didn't make my skin feel that way. It felt like it was light, it was watery, it was non-clogging, it didn't make me feel oily, and I think it would be a really good moisturizer for people who are looking for something that is good for oilier or more acne-prone skin. However, my only drawback in recommending it is that price tag, because that price tag is so high. And I just find it hard to believe that there aren't other products out there that are as good for your skin as this is and has the same benefits at a better price point. However, if we clear price off the table, I do think this is a good product that made my skin look fantastic. You know, if somebody gave me another jar of this, I would definitely use it until it was gone once again. But in terms of choosing between two products, because of the concerns I have for my skin and because I tend to be a little bit thriftier, I would tend towards this cream. If they were the same price, honestly, I would still go towards this one because it addresses my skin concerns more, but the price tag is really a hard sticking point on this one. Good product. I think a unique product that provides great moisturization in a very light way that just has a hefty price tag. So I feel like now I'm just repeating myself, so I will leave it at that. But I would love to hear from you if you have used this product before or other Sunday Riley products, or if you are somebody who feels that the price tag is totally worth it. Let me know all of that in the comments down below. If you like these long-term half-face wear tests, please give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know you like them and lets me plan to do more of them. They are an investment of time, but I'm happy to do it if you guys like them and like being able to really see the difference from one side to the other. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing all of you in my next video. Bye!